What does it mean when a nation moves its capital? It's not just a change of location. It's a message, a warning, a reinvention. And in the Middle East, a region carved by ancient empires, colonial borders, and modern conflict, this decision is never just about geography. From Egypt's plans to replace Cairo, to Saudi Arabia's vision for a futuristic city-state, to Iran quietly shifting power away from Tehran, something bigger is happening. But why? Why are Middle Eastern countries moving, redesigning, or even abandoning their historic capitals? Let's start with the basics. Most of the region's capitals, Cairo, Baghdad, Damascus, are incredibly old. They weren't designed for modern life. Congested roads, overcrowded housing, aging infrastructure. In many cases, millions more people live in these cities than they were ever meant to hold. Cairo, for example, was built for maybe a few 100,000. Today, over 20 million. But this isn't just about traffic jams. When Egypt announced it would build a brand new administrative capital deep in the desert, critics called it a vanity project. But the government claimed otherwise. Cairo was sinking, both figuratively and literally. Pollution, overpopulation, and the decay of centuries-old buildings had turned the historic heart of Egypt into a ticking time bomb. So, a new capital was born, smart, secure, and under tighter control. Now look east. In Saudi Arabia, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman isn't just building a new capital, he's imagining a new civilization. NEOM, a $500 billion project on the Red Sea, is more than a city. It's an escape from the past. A place without history, built for surveillance, automation, and global investment. By moving the kingdom's economic and strategic focus there, Riyadh is quietly being sidelined. But beneath the glass towers and press releases, there's something darker: control. New capitals are often built where governments can exert maximum authority. In places with less dissent, fewer journalists, and no historical memory to protect. Old capitals, full of activists, artists, and the scars of protest, are harder to tame. New ones can be designed with surveillance in mind: cameras on every corner, digital ID systems, limited access, and pre-planned architecture that discourages uprising. Iran's case is more subtle. Tehran remains the capital, but over the years, key military, intelligence, and nuclear facilities have slowly migrated elsewhere, towards central or southern regions, better protected from potential foreign attacks. It's a decentralized capital shift, made for survival, not symbolism. And in Iraq, conversations have emerged about moving administrative functions out of Baghdad, still traumatized from decades of war, insurgency, and political gridlock. In these cases, a new capital isn't just about a fresh start, it's about safety. There's also a psychological layer: new legitimacy. Many regimes in the Middle East rule without democratic mandates. So, to write a new story of power, they rewrite geography. A capital in the desert? It shows vision. A smart city? It shows progress. These are branding moves on a geopolitical scale, modernizing without necessarily liberalizing. But the irony is deep. These lands were once home to the oldest cities in human history. Damascus is the world's oldest continuously inhabited capital. Baghdad was the jewel of the Islamic Golden Age. Cairo stood as a beacon of Arab nationalism. And now, these same governments are turning away from their own legacies, as if burying the past could silence its demands. Will these new capitals succeed? Or will they become ghost cities, symbols of isolation, not innovation? One thing is certain: when a country moves its capital in the Middle East, it's not just building a new city. It's building a new narrative. Sometimes to escape the weight of history, and sometimes to erase it. If you found this unraveling of urban power and politics compelling, subscribe to Trivia Tales. Because history isn't just written in books, it's written in concrete, steel, and the cities we choose to leave behind.